And joining us. This is a big day for our family. My dad, Mike Doyle, is 82. He's been publishing poetry for 60 years. He's had a very rich and interesting life. He was a high school dropout from an Irish immigrant family, working in a factory in London, in England. By the time he was 15, joined the Navy, moved to New Zealand, educated himself at night, came to Victoria in 1968 as an English professor, retired here in 1992, but continued to write wonderful poetry. This is his 17th book of poetry, and the publication of his collected works is a big moment for our family. So me and my two brothers, Patrick and Kegan, and my sister, Mackie, sister-in-law, Danny, and two of the four grandchildren, Mina and Guthrie's running around here somewhere. It's a very important moment for us. So just to say a couple of thanks. Probably nobody here has ever attended one of those 3-day workshops on how to get rich quickly. But what they don't tell you at those workshops is to become a publisher of poetry. And our family really feels a big debt to Richard Olafson and Ekstasis for being such a great friend to my dad's work in recent years and publishing his last 5 books. So thank you very much for that, Richard and Carol. And just being a friend to poetry in general. And we'd also like to thank the Well very much. This is an amazing space, amazing setup here. It just came back to Victoria after being away, and it's amazing to find this here. Such a wonderful idea, so hoping that everybody will support it. A little bit more about my dad. So the late poet who was a supporter of my dad, P.K. Page, referred to him as the best kept secret in Canadian literature. David Dowling, in the reference book Poets of the English Language, described his poetry by saying, such versatility in thought, feeling, and technique is rare among modern poets. So my dad's stuff has a lot of range, some autobiographical, poems about nature, some funny, some political, strong theme about geographical and spiritual displacement, a lot of stuff in dialogue with other artists, including not only poets and writers, but visual artists. So a very rich body of work. Okay, and to start off, I'm going to introduce my brother Kegan, who's going to read several of Dad's poems.